All right, welcome back everybody. And as you can see, I've decided to do a little bit of painting today. So I had made a video about my solar setup that I have, and it sparked a debate about me paying way overprice for 100-watt panels versus 500-watt panels. And I think that what a lot of people are kind of missing here is, yes, I knew I was overpaying for the price per watt on 100-watt panels. And that was fine with me because there was something that they didn't take into account, and that was the ease of use. And that is the whole point for me being off grid out here, having bad shoulders, bad back. I mean, you name it, pick something, or even just throw in a random where I'm sick and I can't do something. And this could apply to anyone, where if any one of these scenarios happens and I'm not able to do something, my 100-watt panels that come in at approximately 14 to 15 pounds a piece can easily be handled by any of my children or even my 100-pound wife. You know, anyone can go out there if something was to go wrong and fix the panel. And in situations like this, I hate the what if. I absolutely hate the what if, because people generally use it in the wrong context and they just make it into something it's not. But when you're living out here doing things for yourself and on your own, and it's snowing and stuff just may not go right for you, you have to consider the what if. I'm sick. What if I hurt myself? What if I can't do it, but somebody else is out here and they can do it and get it done? That way you're not losing power, you're not losing anything, and you can continue on going about your day. Well, to put this into perspective, you know, like I said, my 100-watt panels, they're approximately 22 inches. And that's what I've got drawn up here on the side of this little shack of ours. And that is the rough size. It's about 22 inches wide. And it's approximately, it was like 40 some inches. It was like 41 inches tall, 42 inches tall. So it's pretty much the same exact height as a 500-watt panel, which somebody uses as a comparison. Now I'm paying about $1 per watt on my 100-watt panels, whereas you can, yes, most definitely go out and save money and get yourself a 500-watt, which essentially is almost the size of a 4x8 sheet of plywood and weighs practically the same thing. So you're looking at anywhere from 60 to 80 pounds on your typical sheet of plywood. And the one panel that I did look at just to get a weight on was weighing in at 71 pounds. Okay. Now, with that said, you can't easily throw that size of a panel around on your own. Yes, you are saving a large amount of money because you can get these panels over here for, 50 cents to 60 cents a watt in most cases. And if you're getting used panels, which a lot of people try to make the comparison on, you can save even more money and probably get them for 25 cents to 40 cents a watt on a used panel. But not in all cases is that optimal. Now, having said all of this, yeah, you can save a substantial amount of money, but most people that are going to be getting these larger panels like this, and I'm not advocating one way or another, I'm just saying what works for me in the situations that I have to think about and that I am thinking about, and the smaller ones work for me. Now, again, with the people that are going to be getting these larger panels, they're not going to be going out and installing these on their own. And if they are, more power to you. More power to you. I support you in that decision. You go ahead and do whatever you want. But the people that are going to be installing these larger panels most likely are going to be paying someone to do that. At which case, all of the savings that you wanted to talk about just went straight out the window. Because on average, you're looking at spending an additional 50 cents per watt in labor to get it installed. So with that said, again, my DIY system of using the smaller 100-watt panels was more beneficial to me than trying to lug around a larger panel like this, which I definitely considered, and I looked into, and I'm still considering doing it. But the fact of the matter is that I helped a friend of mine up the road, and in my personal experience, installing 330-watt panels, which were they were just under 5 foot tall. They were right at 5 foot tall. They were about 50 inches, and they were just short of 4 feet wide. And them things, you needed 2 people alone to move them around and adjust them. And it was not easy, because then you're trying to be careful that you don't drop anything, crack anything, twist anything. So again, the 100-watt panels, yeah, you may pay a little bit more for them, but at the end of the day, you're not having to pay someone to install them. And in my opinion, you're still saving money. It really comes down to who wants to use them and what you're trying to do with them. That really matters. And again, the people that want to say, yeah, you spent way too much, maybe in your opinion I did, but it goes right back to the ease of use and your ability to have them installed for a reasonable price. And it's really what it comes down to. I mean, you can call it what you want, but facts are facts. I don't see one person coming out here and easily throwing around a 500-watt panel. Heck, even a 330-watt panel. Yeah, you can do it, but it's not going to go quick. It's not going to go easy, and you have so many different things to worry about, because those bigger panels, they have flex in them, whether you want to believe it or not. There's flex in that panel, and if you bend it the wrong way, man, you just destroyed a $250 panel that you're going to have to replace. So call it what you will and do your thing, but I don't know. I guess it is what it is. So with that explanation right there, and just a few things for people to think about, is that you may spend a little bit more for the 100-watt panel off the top, yes. But when you break it down on whether you're installing it or paying someone else to install it, and the ease of use, these are all things that you have to take into consideration before you start buying panels and setting them up. Because it's just it's kind of one of these things where you can look at it and take a quote from Mike Tyson and say, everyone's got a plan until you get hit in the mouth. And quite honestly, with solar, that is exactly it. It's not a matter of if you're getting hit in the mouth, it's a matter of when you get hit in the mouth. And anyone who has ever worked with solar knows that is the case. There is a learning curve, and there's a lot more to it than just putting up some pretty panels in the sky and hoping that they work. But either way, I hope this was a little bit of food for thought and some ideas to look into in case you're trying to do solar in the future. And it's just my perspective. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.